Shalom, shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out in the heat. It's about to start getting cold again, starting in September. So in the cold also, through all the seasons, we come out here and proclaim the words of the Most High God and how people are supposed to conduct themselves and how they're not supposed to conduct themselves. Right. We come out here to tell the people what it is and what it ain't, man. It is what it is. And ain't no turning back from it, man. The Most High God doesn't change. Let's get that in Timothy first. Let's get warmed up right quick. But the title of the lesson we going into, she got a nigga, bro, don't do it. Or she got a husband, don't do it. Because a lot of these women riding around, walking around in Babylon the Great, they'll sit here into your face and tell you that they don't have a man, or they'll tell you that it's complicated. And we've actually been through situations, we humans, when we'll go holler at a woman and she'll say, we'll holler at a woman and she'll say she don't got a man, but in her actions is not showing you that. She's only texting you in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Or she's only saying certain words, and then she don't text you back for hours. These are key signs that she's actually in a relationship. Now, the reason why they be saying that a lot is because they don't want the man they with, and they trying to find ways to leave. We know how women do it. We don't give a damn. We talking about women right now. We speaking about the women and the women only and how they operate here in Babylon the Great. If it don't apply, let it fly. But a lot of people, a lot of women, they'll turn up their nose because they know this applies to them, man. Right? So let's get that first. I think it's 2 Timothy 4:2. Good season.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
That's what we come out here to do. Rebuke and reprove and tell our women that they not supposed to be operating the way that they be operating. We don't care if they don't like it, and if they don't like it, then they can keep going on up the street. But our job is to come out here and warn them. If not, the blood is going to be on our hands. Can we get that in Ezekiel chapter 3 right quick? The blood will be on our hands if we didn't come out here and warn our sisters, or we didn't do sit-down lessons, stand-up lessons, whatever, to warn our sisters, man. It don't, like, if you even get to the point where you got to say you're in a complicated relationship, bro, you in trouble if you telling that man that and you still giving him your number. You are in trouble. It don't matter what that man doing, man. As long as he not trying to kill you, man, you have to deal with what was given to you. And that's just facts, man. Now, we know that there is brothers that do wicked ass shit, but this is your opportunity to shine and give the Most High his glory by praying and fasting and to tell him to show you what you're supposed to do. Right. Because there is stories in the Bible like Nabal, where he was mean to his wife, and the Most High killed him and gave his wife to King David. So that story is there for sisters who have husbands that's not treating them according to the scriptures. All thing you got to do is be patient and wait on the Lord, and he'll make something happen. He's going to make a way for you to escape.
Right. Go ahead. And that is not for brothers who think you could, oh man, he ain't treating her right. She'll be better with me. I deserve her. That's a sin, bro. First off, you're not. That's not you. That's not what that story is for. You're not King David. Her husband is not Nabal, right? And her husband's not dead, bro. You can't covet another man's wife. It don't matter what circumstances they got going on. That's their marriage. You can't desire to have his wife. You can't think in your head that she'll be better off with you. No, she wouldn't. But the Lord would have put y'all together.
Hey, and the Lord, you got to understand this too. They going through what they going through to build character, build a better relationship for themselves. That's why a lot of people be having those arguments. Some people just fall to the point where they don't grow from it. And some people do. Some people wake up and be like, man, I don't want to fight no more. And then they move on and they grow and they become a better relationship.
Right.
But you got niggas intervening talking about I can treat her better than you. We actually had a brother in the camp that was on that kind of time where he felt like he could treat another man's wife better than him. And they got into an altercation, man. And this brother's supposed to be in the truth. He's telling this brother to leave his own wife alone and the Lord is going to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy?
Crazy as hell.
Yeah, so go ahead. What was we at?
Ezekiel 3. Yeah. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Well, I know you want verse 20. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin.
What's up with it, brother? You believe the words of the Bible? You believe in the Bible? Come on, let us.
He shall die. And he shall die in his sin. And start over. Yeah, I'm gonna start at the beginning. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness,
you don't get no credit for this. People think that that's important, that to say I gotta get my wife, my family home, bro. Your family's home is the Bible. What are you talking about? Now he had heathens, but that's where you bring. That's how you get your house in order. Niggas be wondering why they wives is all out of whack and all out of order. The Most High is gonna make sure you do not have a happy life without him.
Right.
That's a fact, man. He's gonna make sure of that, bro. So when you don't get no credit for this, for moving for disannulling the Bible because you got to get your family home, nigga, what you doing out here if you feel like you in danger and you got to get your family home? Because that's how they be talking, like somebody's following them or something. Right. Brother, I asked you about the Bible, man.
Y'all was just out here BSing around, having a good Saturday stroll.
Yeah,
come on, man.
But then when your brother want to talk to you
about the Bible,
another thing too, it be them niggas be insecure, man. They be insecure because they know their wife is promiscuous.
Yeah.
They know she promiscuous. She wanton. They know that. So they be trying to keep her out of brother's face, that's cool. But brother, that's why you got to get her in order. You got to give her something to fear, man. And the Most High God is the only thing that's going to get her in line. If the Most High ain't getting her in line, nigga, it's just a matter of time before she leave you. That's a fact.
Right.
That's why, we going into this lesson too, man. Some of these women ain't fucking worth it, bro. Just because she got a fat ass and she got titties and she got a beautiful face, bro, them be the biggest fucking demons. That's what me and the brother was talking about. Them be the biggest demons, Jezebel. Hey, you notice Jezebel? Let me slow it down. The most beautifulest woman on earth that we see on IG, when we see on Instagram, when we see on Snapchat, Facebook, all that, they be the finest ones, but they the most demonic. They the ones on IG and shaking their ass, man, because they got this Jezebel spirit on them.
Right.
Jezebel is gonna go and hop on a vessel that's gonna attract more vessels. She ain't about to jump on no dusty ass ghetto hood rat in the hood, man. She gonna jump on a fine IG model and turn and bring in more souls, man, to destroy it. Yep. That's just what it is.
A beautiful, influential woman. Right, like and what we doing right now, what we talking about is we identifying spirits. And I watched this video. I don't know who this man was. I don't know if he was a Christian or whatever, but nonetheless, what he said was accurate and it did bear witness, right? He said, this one. He said, why is it? He was talking about how spirits behave and how you can identify spirits. And he said, every homosexual man, right? They all have similar behavior and they show similar traits. But why is that? There's no institution that they go to learn to behave that way. There's no seminar, there's no classes to learn to act like that. Why do they all show the same behaviors? Because they're being influenced by the same spirit. That spirit is causing them to behave that way.
Like they gotta prove they gay to the world,
effeminate and whatnot.
Yeah, they gotta prove it. Like, I can be more of a girl than you. Why do you gotta prove that if you feel like you was born that way?
Exactly.
What do you got to prove?
That show you that the same spirits is on them. They both dealing with that homosexual spirit. The spirit is causing them to show them behavior. The same way with these women, they attention whores. Yep. They attention whores. They got that Jezebel spirit.
That's why they all start twerking. Man. When the camera cut on, they start shaking ass, man.
They know where they power at.
Yeah. At least that's what they feel like, but they don't know that it's actually degrading them. They're degrading themselves.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is, man. Only the black woman, Hispanic woman, and Native American woman is out here twerking as soon as the camera cut on, man.
Yeah.
As soon as the camera cut on, man, you could be at church anywhere and they just start twerking, man. That's what we come out here to do, man, to rebuke that.
Right. They letting that whore spirit utilize them, right? Until they destroy their own lives. And then that spirit gonna go hop on the next beautiful woman.
Yeah, and you know a thing too, you don't see these heathen nations rebuking that, telling them they need to sit down somewhere. No, they influence it.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I say in the scriptures, give me Exodus chapter 1 right quick in 18 and 19. When you read in the scriptures, it said that our woman was lively. Lively going to vigorous. Vigorous meaning they bring in a lot of energy. That's why when you go to the club, if you've ever been to the club, it's the black woman that's always on the floor dancing first. Everybody else chilling. Black woman in a group, they all twerking and smacking each other ass, and they lively.
Like, hey.
They make shit light. Whatever they do, whatever they put their hands to, they bring light with it. And this is why you have the white woman coming behind them trying to twerk and get BBLs and shit. Because they bringing this light, but they doing it on the left-hand side. They're not doing it on the right-hand side, man. Right? That's on
The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 19.
18.
And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing and have saved the men children alive? And the midwife said unto Pharaoh.
So he came to him. This is where they were supposed to cut down a whole bunch of children of Israel because of the way that they was growing. They was explaining how, you know, the more hard labor they put on them, the more they multiply. Like, and this is definitely, when you look at Issachar today, that's Issachar, man. Because that's all we do. Jacob is a plain man dwelling in tents. All thing we want to do is chill, eat a good dinner, you know, come home, take a shower, eat a good dinner, hey, and lay down with your spouse, man. That's what we want to do. Create children.
Some kind of flag.
But go ahead.
It say, and the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
You see that? The same thing Exodus 11 and 7 say. The Lord have put a difference between the Egyptian and Israel. So it's also given that about the women too. Our women ain't like the rest of these heathen women, man. Our women is way better than these regular women. When it comes to working and everything, our Southern Kingdom women, and when it comes to beauty, our Northern Kingdom women. And you can actually refer, man, shut that shit up, man. Like, this is America for you. If we was in another country, this would not be able to happen like this. Proud ass Americans. These niggas don't know that America about to fall, and they out here being this proud. What does that say?
That's like Army veteran shit. POW, MIA, prisoners of war. I guess they for the veterans or something.
So the word lively is go back to kaya, and it says vigorous, lively, having the vigor of life. And when you go to the word vigorous, it means bringing forth good energy. Well, not even good, just bringing forth energy, period. And that's how our women is being explained in the scriptures, man. We have some very beautiful and lively, energetic women. We have the most beautifulest women on the earth, according to Judith chapter 10, right? What's her name? Abigail was known to be smart and beautiful. She's one of the only women in the Bible who's known to be smart and beautiful. We got women that hold fast their integrity, like Susanna. She was about to die. She was about to die before she slept with those men. Our women, bro, they will fuck the whole staff in order to not get put to death or go to jail, man. Instead of holding their integrity. Nowadays, this is how they operate, man.
It's no honor or morals anymore. They trying to use their vagina to climb up the ranks.
Yep.
They trying to find the biggest trick. They trying to find the man with the most influence so they can sleep with him and seduce him and kind of get in on the lifestyle, kind of elevate themselves. That's the mindset of our women.
And I've actually seen that secondhand. I've actually seen family members. I got a lot of girls in my family. And I've actually seen how they do it, man. And it just don't bring them no benefit. only benefit it brings them is money, and they can sit here and go work a 9 to 5 and make the same amount of money. But you know what it is? It be these fucking women on social media influencing. Like, what's that dark ass girl? She got the piercing right here. She be like, why would I go here and work a 9 to 5 when I could just sit here and make a quick 800 in an hour and enjoy the rest of my day? That's the kind of shit they speaking into these women, and they following it, man. And then they realizing later that they don't have nothing sacred no more. Because it ain't your mind, you got that destroyed already. It ain't your vajayjay, because you got that destroyed already. So what do you have? And that's why they be so bitter, old, with a damn dog or a cat, living with their dog or their cat. And no man want them. That's just what it is, man. Hey, but I want to bring this out from earlier. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman. He said he find more bitter than death the woman. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you live with a bitter ass woman before, you know what he's saying. That's more bitter. That's more bitter than death. Or Salakia, the woman, a wicked ass woman, she can be more bitter than death, man. Especially when she a drunkard, man.
Yeah.
And she don't know how to control herself. She don't got no self-discipline. She walking out the house in booty shorts, and you sitting here like, I don't want you walking outside like that. You're gonna attract other men, and you're gonna have me into all these problems. She like, oh, man, you tripping. It's like, bro, but then here it is in your mind. You know you're not tripping, and then somehow she convinced you that you tripping, and you let her go outside looking like that, doing damn well what's on her mind, because the Bible confirms it. It says, whose heart is snares, her mind, law, is snares. She's playing tricks on you.
Right.
A snare is a trap.
Right.
She's playing tricks on you. And then it says, and nets in her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And that goes for women too. The same thing for women. You all that sinful, all that sin you did. Now that you found you think you found a man of God, now you're supposed to get treated right because you stopped. Nah, you still got to deal with that.
Hey,
you still got to deal with that.
God is not mocked.
Yeah.
You're not finna be around her being a whore and doing all of this and that, and think you can just stop doing all of that when you get ready. And you know you're wrong. Hey, but I wanted to speak on that when you said they mind the snares and nets. And they have you thinking it's one thing, and they have you questioning your own judgment. You know you shouldn't let her walk out the house with that. And she done convinced you that it's nothing, and you tripping and you're insecure, and you got the small member energy because you don't want to let your woman go outside dressed like a whore. And you actually got people that'll back her up. And honestly, I've actually got convinced of some shit like that when I was in the world. Bro, me too.
It was just like, damn, maybe I am tripping. Maybe she do love me.
I'm just being
no,
insecure,
nigga.
Man.
You a damn fool if you let her walk outside like that. Yeah. And she a damn fool for walking outside. Bro, it's the same as a fucking McDonald's or a Taco Bell commercial. She's advertising.
Right.
She advertising what she got, just like Taco Bell advertised they new Guadalupe burrito. It's the same thing.
That's why you don't let your woman lead you.
Yep.
Your mindset and your spirit and your understanding and your knowledge in the Most High is supposed to be what governs your household and how things go. If you said she can't dress like that, then that's what it is. You don't let her rebuttal you with her logic and her way of thinking, because you're gonna be lost in the sauce. It's snares and nets.
And some of you niggas is too weak to do that though.
Right.
And it'd be the same niggas who want multiple wives, but they can't even lead the one they got.
Yep.
Nigga, you ain't getting multiple wives, and if you do, she gonna be just as wicked as the other one. And then they gonna be doing their thing, playing patty cake while your ass is at work. They gonna be playing with each other, and now everything is gonna be destroyed, man. That way, straight up. But let's go back to the point. The title of the lesson: she got a nigga, bro. Don't do it. A lot of these women, they play tricks on your mind, and they make you think that they don't gotta do. They'd be like, well, you know, you ask me like, so you got a man, or you got a man that you're dealing with. It's not good to ask a woman in Babylon, are you married? Because we know that's what we know what it is. But it's not good to ask a woman that, because her mind is gonna directly say no, because she look at marriage as a ring. She look at marriage as going to the courthouse. So you gotta ask her, is she dealing with a man? That's when you're gonna hear it's complicated. So that should be your red flag. That should be your error. Like, okay, she's dealing with somebody. The fact that she's telling you that it's complicated, she like, I want to fuck with you, but I got a man.
Yeah.
Do you accept?
Basically, that's what she's telling you. That's what she's telling you subliminally.
Yep.
And you can't be a fool and ignore the red flags because that's what the red flags are for.
Yep.
That's what they for. It's like the referee blowing the whistle. That's a violation. But she gonna see if you gonna deal.
But sometimes you be so intrigued with her ass and her titties and her pretty face that it went in one ear and out the other. You heard it, but you didn't hear it. Then you thinking later, you're like, damn, she said it was complicated. What does that look like? And then you asking questions and text message, she really playing around.
Yeah.
She really saying, well, I live by myself, but he come and check on the kids every now and again. Or man, get the fuck out of here, man. That ain't what's going on. If a woman even play that with you, bro, just go ahead and leave that alone, man.
And if you're sitting up there falling for that, bro, I'm just gonna tell you, just don't fall for that, bro. If she's showing all the signs that she is dealing with somebody, but yet when you ask her, she denies it, it's pretty obvious that she's lying to you. And eventually, if you keep digging, if you keep probing for information, she's gonna start telling you. But it might be too late by then.
I'm about to say, or she not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Or she gonna stop texting you back because she see you conscious.
I'm gonna tell you how I done met women that think like this. Well, like she gonna lie to you, and even though you observing the signs and you asking questions, she gonna lie to you, and she gonna think, well, the nigga, you knew. Come on now, you knew, and you did know.
Yeah. You seen the sign.
You seen the signs.
Hey, that sign say Quick Trip. I need gas.
Yeah.
So you gonna go to Quick Trip to get gas because you seen that sign that says gas, man.
Yeah.
That's up to you whether you want to observe that or not. Some niggas be playing games on themselves, man. Then next thing you know, you crying because she didn't left you. But she just told you she was in a complicated relationship with the last dude, with the dude she with now. You think she won't do you the same way because you got a little bit more money, nigga?
What? Yeah.
Bro, that's not how it works, man. Hey, and another thing too is when you start questioning women like that, you start asking questions, you'll realize that it's rarely to none good women out here, man. That's when you really start to see that these women ain't shit here in Babylon the Great, man. When you start asking questions, or you ask her if she got a man, you playing that role, man. You will see. So just keep digging, man. And then you'll realize you gotta wait on the Most High to bring you a woman, man. That's something.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 20.
Yes, sir.
Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. Right? So what does that mean to lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife? It's talking about having sex with her, man. You're not supposed to have sex with another man's woman, right? That's what the Bible is teaching us, right? Why? Because you are defiling yourself with her. You are polluting your soul, right? You bringing destruction and death on yourself. That's what you're doing.
Hey, and a lot of people think that shit is funny, but then here it is when it's time to die, nobody's gonna be laughing.
Right.
You're not gonna be laughing. You're gonna be begging for mercy when here it is. He told you what to do to get mercy. Right? Go to that in 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and start at 20. I'm gonna read this while you're doing it. It says, this is Sirach 24 and 23 and 24. I'm gonna start at 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in heir by another. That's a lot of women going through that, man. It's a lot of men and women doing that right now. I know a couple of brothers that's, my friends growing up, that's they in a relationship with women that they didn't stole from their next brother.
Yeah.
And then here it is, you think she's supposed to be faithful to you because you got her pregnant.
Right.
You got her pregnant. So you think everything is gonna be okay, it's gonna last, just because the last dude she was with couldn't get her pregnant. Nigga, that ain't what that means. And it's not gonna be well with you at the end.
That's pride, man.
Right.
Thinking you can just take another man's woman and you think you just that much better than him, that she your woman now and she gonna be loyal to you. No, she's a whore.
You around here talking about your bitch is my bitch. Your bitch is our bitch. Nigga, you sound gay.
Yeah, real.
And I'm saying that shit in a Riley character. Nigga, that's gay. Nigga, that's gay as hell, man. Right? So it says, thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in heir by another. For first she have disobeyed the law of the Most High, which the brother just read in Leviticus 18. That's the law of the Most High God. So you already gonna be punished for that. What's the punishment? Death. Death. It says also, secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband. She trespassed against her own husband by leaving and going to have children by another man. That's just shit you can't come back from, man. It says, and thirdly, she had played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. That's very important. And then it talks about what's going to happen to the children. But do you think women care about that? No. They only care about living for the moment. They're not caring about their children being punished. Yep. If that was the case, why are we here in Babylon the Great? Like, we in slavery because our parents, our forefathers didn't care about us. They wasn't thinking about their seed. And look, this is what it says, and this is our situation now. It says, she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. It shall be made of her children. They're not going to be, if they Levitical children, they're not about to be in the temple doing the temple work. They're not about to have the luxury of being mighty or educated in the nation, of being this mighty person to follow. And they didn't do shit wrong. Because you wanted to be a whore. Go ahead.
Exactly. And this is like, we only speaking on this in such detail because brothers got insight and we done seen it. For the most part, from what I done seen, women, like you said, they live for the moment. If you can be married to a woman for 5 years, right? And you know, y'all have a regular relationship problem. If a dude come up to her and he's singing that right tune, he's saying those things that she want to hear.
Nah, baby, I got money. Yeah, I'll take you wherever you want to go. You want to go to Greece?
He got that kind of riz that you ain't coming with after 5 years. You know what I'm saying? She'll have sex with a whole other man, ruin her marriage, her whole family. You ask her, why did he do it? He made me feel special. Yep. Bitch, what? Are you? Hey, man. Bitches like that gotta die, man. That's what the Bible teaches, man. But that's how they move. So you can't depend on the woman to make the right decisions. You got to be a leader, man.
And he said that perfectly. Women like that is bitches, man. They make it hard for everybody else, man. Everybody else. This is why men walking around not trusting women. Hey, this is why women ain't trusting men too. And this is why we in the situation we in. And that's why the Most High said, put people like that to death so that we can get rid of evil in Israel. Meaning you won't have to worry about all these women being hoes, man. Because in the law it says, thy daughter shall not be a whore in a land. Right. It shouldn't be a whore, period, man. Right? It says, let me keep going. Sirach 23 and 24, she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root. It says, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. It says, she shall leave her memorial to be cursed, and her reproach not be blotted out. Meaning they're gonna always remember. You know, like, oh man, you remember little Corian? Little Corian and little Davion? Right. Bro, the one mama was a hoe. Remember, that's how you gonna remember. Remember, they mama was a hoe.
Oh,
yeah. Then it start clicking. That's sad. That's your memorial being a curse, man. That is your memorial being a curse, and a majority of our women is like that, man. Most of these women. That's why you always had these Fatal Attraction. That's why you have the show called Fatal Attraction. You know how many seasons is on Fatal Attraction? Simply by women playing the whore in adultery. Hey, and men sleeping with other men's wives. Hey, it was this woman I know 2 situations where a woman, she didn't even know that her dude was cheating until he got killed by another nigga. And the thing is, the dude, she got killed. They both got killed together, so to speak.
Yeah. That's
how the girl knew that her husband was cheating, because he died with the girl that he was cheating with. Wow. That's how he knew. Or another situation, Issachar family. She didn't know that her husband was messing with a minor, and he got killed for that. And that's how she found out her husband got killed. Fatal Attraction type shit, man. Go ahead. Hey, but I want to get to Proverbs 32.
This the book of Proverbs, chapter
30 and 20.
You got that right there.
No, go ahead. You get that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 32. But whoso, I'm gonna start at 31. I'm gonna start at verse 30. 29. So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. So you can't have sex with another man's wife and think you just gonna get away with it and think you're not gonna bear the blame of your sin. Because that's a very great sin. That is a sin which is punishable by death. Not even punishable by death. The punishment is death. Right? You will not be innocent. Right? Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But
Says the law.
right. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. So the scripture telling us like a person who steals because they hungry is better than a man that has sex with another man's wife. A man that has sex with another man's wife destroys his own soul.
Yep.
Right?
And he lacketh understanding. He don't understand that he just destroyed his soul by that.
Right.
Because even if you repent for it, it's still a big chance the Lord's still gonna put you down for it. He can forgive you and still kill you for it, man.
For sure.
Like that's just what it is, man. A lot of people, they so used to being in America, Babylon the Great, and they so used to nothing happening. America don't judge you off the standard. And on their dollar saying, God we trust. But then here all this adultery going on.
Right.
In Malachi chapter 3, I believe it says, God hates divorce. But in here, divorce is at an all-time high in America. Women are divorcing their husbands just to get that bad. But in the Bible, it said God hates divorce. So we know this place is contrary to the Most High God, man, all day long, man. Right. So that's what I want you to get to. 6 and 32. Did you read that? Yeah.
Right quick. So it say a wound and a dishonor he shall get. So you're gonna get dishonored and you're gonna get touched. His reproach shall not be wiped away. You're gonna bear that shame. But that's the point. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. It ain't nothing you can tell a man after you don't went up inside his wife. There ain't nothing you can tell that man.
Nigga, you ain't about to give me no money. Now, we will say it does happen because our people got that shit from Esau. That swinging shit, letting another man pop your wife for money. Baby, go make that money. Like Finesse 2-Time, this dumbass nigga talking about he used to be in the next room hearing his wife get popped, but they needed the money. Nigga, you sound stupid. You should have just kept that to yourself, nigga. That you know how much credit you lost saying that? You thought it was cool to say. Unless you using that as a testimony. If not, nigga, you sound like a fucking fool, man.
Yeah.
That's straight up.
Foolish as hell.
Yeah, but that's what's going on, man. All right, 30 and 20, but there's nothing you're gonna be able to say to a man after you didn't pop this fight, bro. There's nothing you're gonna be able to say. He thinking he got vengeance in his heart, bro.
Yeah. It's like he won't rest content.
Hey, and the Bible say rightfully so. Rightfully so. He has the right to kill you for that. And that's what America gonna do. He got to go to prison for the rest of his life, but doing something the law told him to do. Ain't that crazy?
Right.
Go ahead.
30 and what now? 20. The book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
So you really think that that's talking about literally eating food? So why is it talking about, why is it co-joining it with adultery? This is talking about wickedness. Hey, give me that in Sirach 26 right quick. We're talking about opening her quiver. Yeah. So I'm gonna read it in another translation right quick. Check this out. Proverbs 30 and 20. This is what it say in the NLT. It says, an adulterous woman consumes a man, then wipes her mouth and says, what's wrong with that? It says, I'm gonna get it. It's one. It was crazy. I think it's GNT. Here it is. Yeah, it's the GNT. It says, this is how an unfaithful wife acts. She commits adultery, takes a bath, and says, but I haven't done anything wrong. That's what these women do. We see it time after time. Hey, you don't believe us? Just go to Facebook and scroll. That's all you got to do, bro. Just go to Facebook and scroll, and you will see these women as. Hey, there was a video, and this is kind of X-rated, man. But I'm gonna say it anyway because it's for edification. And this is how these women act. You seen the woman? She said her ex texted her and told her to come over, and she said that she went to her exes and they did their thing. They had sex, and he ejaculated in her. Yeah. And she said she went home, and when she didn't hop in the shower or nothing. She went home, hopped in the bed, and she said her dude that was at home started eating her box, man. And she said he thought it was wet, but it was the other guy's. It was like, bitch, you think that's funny, bro? That was clearly a demon inside of her to think that something like that was even funny. That's so sick. Because she should have been put to death for that shit, man. That's a fact, man. You must be out your fucking mind. I go to prison for some shit like that. That's come morals, respect. That's where all that's coming in, man. Yeah. You gotta go.
It's some shit you just can't bounce back from.
Yeah, it's some shit like that. That's what I'm saying. It's certain shit you just shouldn't say. Yeah. It's like, girl, just like Finesse Two Time. Like, why the fuck would you say that? That's what it means to be an American, when you can just speak on dumb shit like that. Folly is setting great dignity.
Right. He said that as if he was like a man of principles, like he was he was upright for that. He spoke on that like the way we speak on the law.
Yeah, he was really trying to make it a point on. Basically, he was pimping back then. Like, nigga, that ain't fucking pimping. You prostituting your own wife out, nigga. That's pimping, you stupid ass nigga. You dumb, bro. But this is American people.
Israelite women at that. More than likely. I can't prove it. I don't know for certain. But
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Hey, get that. Sirach 26. You found it?
Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 12. She will open her mouth.
Let's start up. 10. Oh, no.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks,
right,
and eyelids,
right. And you see that with certain women, whether you go out to a bar or you can even go in public events. You can go to a damn baseball game and it be a woman sitting there with her dude, but she over giving you haughty looks and shit.
Oh yeah.
And you just want to walk over and be like, hey bro, what the fuck she looking at me like that? You want to do that? We talking about men of understanding. We talking about men like us. We want to go tell that nigga like, bro, this girl, you need to watch her.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I look at him and then I look at her and I be like,
yeah, like no, bro, she ain't it.
She ain't it. And
she over her looking at me, dead in my motherfucking eyes.
If he don't receive that, man, I don't know, bro.
Now you know what he gonna do? He gonna get mad at you.
That's why I don't say nothing.
Fuck away from my girl, bro.
That's why I don't say nothing.
What? Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, she a hoe. Right. But keep going.
Yeah, niggas get mad at you over there. Verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless.
If she be shameless. What it say about a shameless woman? She shall be counted as a dog, man. It's a lot of dogs walking around here. Women not being shameless about selling a vagina, man. Women ain't shameless about what they be doing with their kids, man. Like, they not shameless about anything no more. They walk outside in bikinis and see-through white dresses. You know what I'm saying? They just not shameless about anything no more, man. They just operate like complete whores. They be bragging about getting a train ran on them. All of that, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. It say, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly.
Right? That's wisdom right there. And that's not talking about just your daughter. Your daughter that scripture can apply to a father's daughter, which is your wife.
Right.
You can still apply that same thing. Keep her in straightly, bro. Don't be just What it's saying, in fact, go back to the last chapter. We're gonna jump back up though. Right there, give her
Give
no
the
water.
water.
Yeah, straight up.
Book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Give the water no passage,
Uh-huh.
neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
And what did the preacher Solomon say about women? He said, I found out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous, but out of a woman I have not found. And guess what? Solomon had 1,000 wives. Why is he saying that? And he had 1,000 wives because he had 1,000 wives.
Right.
He like, damn, bro, I need who was the most righteous one I got? Then you got to choose between the lesser evils.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he said, give the passage no water. The same way when you wash your hands after you use the bathroom and you cut it off and you still get that drip and you was trying to tighten it and cut it off, you got to put the clamp down on a woman too, man.
You
make her sit down somewhere, bro.
Exactly. You can't let her be running around here being a thot.
Yeah, she talking about it's girls' night out. I'm about to go with my friends. No, the fuck you not. Hey, and if women don't like that, you ain't gonna make it. That's a fact. You ain't gonna make it far at all. Fucking girls' night out. We didn't see her. Man, I didn't have brothers. In the truth, they let their wife go to Las Vegas.
Girls trip.
Girl, and bro, she down there getting the
Getting ran.
down there getting that tail knocked from her. For real,
To
bro.
say the least. Brothers trying to keep it kind of PG a little bit, but
Nigga, you over here calling her and shit, wondering why she ain't answer her phone. Nigga, it's girls' night out. It's girls' trip, bro. What you expect?
she left you in another state, brother.
Bro, it's a chance. She didn't even ask you if you wanted to go. Hey, it's a chance.
He left you in another state, G. You should have knew what was on.
Should have known what was going on, man. But a lot of niggas, they be simpletons because
Right.
she bad. And he don't want nobody else to have her. So he put up with that kind of shit. Talking about some girls' night out. But then here it is, you not invited. You should want to go with me. I'm cool. I'm not about to say too much. You know what you can and can't do, right? But then here it is, she out there getting her back blown out, man. Straight up. So let's keep going. So it says, give the passage no water, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Let's go back to Sirach 26.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, and verse 12.
Yeah. No, we
11. No, 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through much liberty.
See that? You're not supposed to give a woman the liberty that they got running around her in Babylon the Great. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Right.
That's just facts, bro. This is one of the biggest lies in America, that the woman mature faster than a man.
Right.
That shit is not true, not even a little bit, bro. That's not even true. Because we see what goes on here in Babylon the Great just by our visuals to see, now that's not true, man. There's no fucking way you can prove that that's true. We think logically. They think with emotions. A woman will leave you just because she's not happy. Come on, man. You talking about that's maturing faster than me? Hey, I can Google it right now. And I bet the leading cases in divorces is women. I bet you it won't say men. What you want to put on? We know. You ain't gonna put nothing on it because we know already. It's gonna be women. And it's the maturity of it is emotions. Straight up, man. All right, go back to it.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Watch over an impudent eye. Can I speak on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Impudent, that means somebody who's not showing respect for authority, whether it be her father, whether it be the Most High God, Yahweh, her father, her husband.
Right, you tell her to do something, she rolling her eyes and shit.
Yeah. She don't care about the laws of God. She don't care about what you talking about. She going on that girls trip. Straight up. Know what's going on.
Hey, and how should I say about that impudent eye? If that caused you to sin, cut it out
Yeah.
and throw it away. It's better for you to enter into the kingdom with no eye than to enter in with to hell with both.
Right.
That's your choice, man. And a lot of these women, they made their choice already. They're gonna stick with Esau and Babylon the Great, man, because of all of this freedom that they got. All right.
Watch over an impudent eye. and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Don't be surprised. Why? Because they don't mature faster than men. Why is it saying that about women and not men? What
Right.
scripture does it say that about men? It doesn't. It says that about women. Don't marvel when she trespasses against you because she's the weaker vessel. That's what the weaker vessel is talking about. She don't got as much wisdom as you, bro. She don't got as much understanding as you, bro. Go to Job chapter 39. You know what I want? About he had departed from her wisdom.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's Job 39. And once you realize that, your life will be better off, man. You gotta understand that you're the one that got. That's why you're the head, because you have more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding than the woman. I'm talking about even the smartest women. You have more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding than them, man. Straight up. Go ahead. See, like, look at this shit, man. Like, bro, you're not. Come on, man. Let the dog be a fucking dog, man. They be trying to turn dogs into humans, man. So bad. Go ahead. It should be 39 and 15. It might be 12. 39 and 12.
You see my word say basically he has not given her wisdom.
Or is it 37?
That sounds more like
All right, so give me. I'll find it. Give me.
the book of Job, chapter 39, and verse 17.
And we know dealing with wisdom, there's double to that which is. Go ahead.
Because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted unto her understanding.
You see that? That's why we're their head. Now, a lot of women, they don't like that and they disagree with it all day long because they don't want to be known. We're not saying women are dumb. We're saying it's a reason why you got a head. We're gonna cut off the lights as soon as he passes. Give me Lamentations chapter 4 and 3. And that's just what it is, man. When you look on social media, we'll see how cruel these women are, man. And they without natural affection, like the scriptures say that will happen in the last days. They don't even care about their husband that's at home waiting for them to get home. Or he's been working this 12-hour shift and you come home in the house dirty. You know what I'm saying? All that, but she texting another nigga. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, these women, you have rarely a few women that say that they blew it with the man that was really their knight in shining armor. They won't tell you that they blew it with him. What?
I seen this. It was a pimp, right? He was breaking down how, you know what I'm saying, a pimp and a prostitute got different mindsets from average people. The mind of a prostitute is like you said, she lacks natural affection. That's how she can go have sex with hundreds, thousands of men with no feelings of emotion or attachment to those men. That's why she can use her vagina to
Of course.
to destroy people, to get her way. She's not attached to it. She
And
don't got natural affection.
That's why I said her heart is like a snare.
Yeah.
She playing that trick. She like, man, if I give him the nookie, he gonna subject himself to me.
Exactly.
They know that.
Exactly.
And that's what they doing there. Here it is. This nigga don't call, text, he blocked you. That's your fault. You thought you was about to win like that. Some women do win and some don't.
Right.
Some niggas, they be simpletons, man. And they get to chasing this woman and it gives her this sense of power, man. Celebrities, men, they get chased. Women are getting chased like they fucking celebrities just because they got a fat ass, man. And then here it is, it's fake the whole time. It's a BBL. And you chasing her and she got a fake ass. Come on.
Hey,
Niggas is simps, but
some brothers don't. Some brothers don't come from the kind of background to where they can know this stuff off the bat already. Yep. So it got to be taught.
don't be a simp. Don't be a simp, bro, for these women. Because you gotta understand this. Go to Isaiah 4:1. This is when we bring out Isaiah 4:1, man. Yeah, the 12 tribes of Israel.
The book of Isaiah.
Heathens be trying to look from a distance and shit. They're like, oh, there's the Hebrew Israelites, right? They just looking for them in their city. And then when they find them, they get all shook and scared. Oh, go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
All of this wickedness these women been doing, you in the times we're coming up on very soon, they gonna be coming to you saying, please let it. How do you do that? Take thy name? How does that go? We know according to the Bible how it goes. How you give a woman your last name, you gotta pop her, man. So these women gonna be begging you to. It's gonna be like on some celebrity shit. Women are gonna be begging you to sleep with them and be their wife to take away their reproach, meaning to come under your banner so their sins won't be acknowledged. Because we know ultimately that's how women gonna be saved, through childbearing for the kingdom of heaven. And they gonna come to their senses eventually, and it's gonna be slim picking for the men. And the way that y'all play this game, bro, a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. Because the way y'all handle these men, y'all be lying and saying y'all ain't got men and y'all do. All of these games, man. Hey, you'll be at a park walking, and you'll be looking around and be like, damn, man, there's a lot of couples out here. And half of them is adulterous couples. They live on 2 different sides of town. They don't even live on this side of town. They just over here so they won't get caught in adultery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, and these women prideful too, but that's gonna get all humbled down. It be the lowest of women that want to walk in pride. So imagine the ones that's actually getting a lot of attention, that's actually being deemed beautiful by the world. These women is not. Some of these women just ain't gonna make it. They too prideful.
Hey, go to Wisdom of Solomon 6. The Most High said that. It says that in Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 6. Yeah, 6 and 4. Matter of fact, I think it's 6 and 8. Most I don't give a damn how beautiful you is. If you ever being a whore, you gotta die for that. Most I didn't created you, your beautiful ass. You got it? Go ahead.
The book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 8. But a sore trial.
Nah, it was right. 7.
Verse 7. For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person.
You see that? The Most High is not about to fear no man's person. He's not afraid of you because you're the general of the greatest army on earth.
Right.
Most High can care less about that. Go ahead.
He shall fear no man's person. Neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness.
Now, the Bible speaking of masculine form, we know that's why it says any man's greatness. But the greatness of a woman is, for the most part, is her beauty. Touch the shape of her body, her beauty. No, her mind first. Then it goes to the shape that the beauty and the shape of her body. That's the add-on. The Most High don't care about what we stand in awe of. You know what I'm saying? We stand in awe like, God damn, she fine.
Yeah.
Most High like, bro, I'm gonna kill her.
Right.
As soon as it's time. Matter of fact, that made me think of hey, give me first Timothy 5 and 6. The Bible says, beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. It's the total opposite here, man. These women is not, these whore women are being praised, man. And these is the women that men want to take as wives, man, and baby mamas. Like a nigga A nigga from the just men period, the Jake man period. This nigga will do a faithful woman bad, a woman who want to cover up herself, and a woman who respects herself. He'll pop her and then leave her. But then he chasing this hood rat ass bitch that's in Comanche Park, trying to finesse and get her a dime sack so that she can get high, and her kids is in a house hungry as hell. That's the kind of women that Jake be chasing and trying to marry, man. And mad because she's still, you know, getting down and through there with the whole apartment complex, man. Come on.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, and verse 6. 5 and verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure,
The woman that liveth in pleasure
is,
and that's the majority of these American women living in pleasure, man. What did it say?
she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
She already dead. She just ain't came to the carnality of, she haven't came to the senses of, I'm gonna die if I keep living in pleasure. That's what you see. All that twerking on camera, bro. It's a duty to be in order for your nation. That's an actual duty. Why do you think China's in order?
That's
Why do you
right.
think Korea's in order? Why do you think Putin and the Russians is in order? Because they understand that it's a duty to be in order for your people.
And it's a shame to be out of order.
Yeah, they just passed the law in Afghanistan. They just passed the law. I was reading it last night, and I'm just like, damn. They women can't drive cars. They women can't read in public. Hey, they just passed the law 2 days ago. Women can't even talk in public because they said that a woman's voice is intimate.
Yeah.
And they said it's gonna make the men start getting lustful.
Yeah.
So they killing all pathways of adulterous situation. They said it's illegal to even stare at a man if he look a man in his eyes if he's not family. You get put to death for that. And we looking over here like, oh hell no, I can't do that.
I ain't mad at that.
Exactly. That's why them nations ain't going through what they going through. It's because they got shit in order. Now, some of that shit is stupid, of course, but some of that stuff they got from the scriptures, man. Because over there in the East, they still have a respect for the ancient moral codes that that came from the East.
Yeah.
Western society is the only place on this earth where everybody's a hypocrite. Everybody, from the judges, police officers, the doctor. Let's not talk about that doctor when they put the Jake woman to sleep to do surgery on her. This nigga sticking his rod in her mouth.
God, bro.
Nigga sticking his rod in her mouth, man. While she knocked out, doped up on morphine, he's sticking his rod in her mouth, man. And you can look at it and tell this ain't his first rodeo. He done that shit before.
And how they didn't notice that's what he was doing, man.
And who's recording it? Why you didn't take that shit straight to the bosses of bosses and nigga get that nigga out of there? They probably pay him too much money. He probably the top doctor in that whole damn hospital, man. And they can't afford to get rid of him.
They said it was a man's wife. I seen the video of what's the shit? Like the title, not the title, but the caption. The caption. Yeah. They said it was a man's wife.
Hey, what must he do?
He gotta die, man.
He must die?
He gotta die.
Why do you say that?
That's adultery.
Exactly. Nigga, that's she. And we ain't gonna do, and us judging that situation right now, we wouldn't do nothing to that woman. Because she couldn't cry out, as the law say. She's supposed to cry out when a man is, forcing himself on her like that, but she couldn't because she's doped up on medication. That's what happens when you put your trust in these hospitals, man. That's why they ask you if you want to be put to sleep or not. You better start saying no, man. And if you do, you better make sure your spouse is right there watching, or a close relative, because this is what they doing, man. Straight wickedness. That's some sick ass shit. He the type of Edomite that be banging the hell out of dead corpses and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what the fuck? How do you get pleasure out of sticking your rod in a woman's mouth that's asleep? But this is the kind of shit we see in America online. Straight up. The Most High gave us the internet to show us stuff that we can't see in first person. So he allowed it to be recorded so that we can see it later. And we can hate this fucking place, man. We hate the way these people operate, man. We ain't joking. Each and every day I hear a brother say, man, I'm fucking tired of Babylon the Great. Starting with our women.
I got something. The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 5. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her. That's why when they say, don't look at another man's wife in the eyes, I ain't even mad at that. I agree with that. Because the more, it's just human nature. You keep staring at a woman, and eventually you're gonna start finding something you like about her. Yep. That's why it's wise not to just stare at her, right? If it's your wife, you can look at her all day. You fall lust after her all day. Fall madly in love with her. Yep. But if it's another man's wife, keep your eyes off of her, man.
Yeah, for real.
She not yours.
Hey, and that's what the Bible say. Go to jump down to verse 8 in that same chapter.
Book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty.
You see that? Upon another's beauty. That's his beauty. That's why I say in the scripture, you have uncovered her father's nakedness. But it's talking about his wife.
Yeah.
That's another's beauty. That's his beautiful wife. The Bible tell you to turn your eye away from that. Predominantly, it's talking about don't just you, because this is what Jake do here in Babylon the Great. They see a fine, thick woman, and they don't even consider the way she's dressed. They just see how fine she is, and they approach her and want to make her their wife. That's not happening, bro. You're supposed to check it, the whole thing out. Like, yeah, you look at her body and her, you want to see that too. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. You looking at her and be like, God damn, she fine. I like the way she's shaped, ass, titties, everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's all you're looking at, you got a problem.
Oh, yeah.
You got a problem.
You're going to get cooked for that because you just being a fool.
Actually, the Most High going to allow her to cook your ass.
Right. Hey, it says in verse 8, verse 9, it say, no, I want the rest of verse 8. It say, why do it say don't be looking at her? Keep your eyes off of her. It say, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
Yep. How the hell can you be deceived by the beauty of a woman? Huh? Because she really a damn demon. She beautiful, she fine as hell, but she a demon. She telling you she ain't with somebody, and then here it is, her and her husband just had sex. She out getting groceries to go back home and cook, but then you asking for a number at the grocery store because she told you she's single, or she flirting with you.
Yeah.
That's what be going on, man.
She love that too.
Yeah.
She down for that.
Hey, look, or they be out here dressed half naked, walking the thing. I just advertise, and you know they married. If they walking with a newborn baby in a stroller. Now that's not the case all the time, but for the most part, that's what we supposed to perceive, right?
Right.
You got a fresh baby. Why don't you got a man?
Exactly.
But keep reading.
It say, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. So you can be looking at a woman and she's so beautiful, something could come over you like, damn.
Or the conversation that y'all have.
Yeah. Y'all vibing too.
Yeah, y'all vibing, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk to brothers' wives.
Hey, that's why, like, man, when you talking to a woman and y'all vibing, and it's kind of hard to get away from the woman after she tell you, because you thinking about her still after you didn't cut her off. She got a man, you didn't cut her off. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's an ugly ass dog, man. I'm serious. That is.
What kind of dog is that?
That's a Yorkshire, ain't it, or something like that? A golden doodle?
You know Esau cut when you tell them they dog.
Yeah, because it's like, why not let a dog be a dog, man? What's up with all that shit, man?
That's animal abuse, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's animal abuse, bro.
Yeah.
That's what that is, man. That's animal abuse.
Animal abuser.
All right, but go ahead.
Gotta cut Esau a little bit. But we dealing with our people.
Yeah. She thinking she can walk around. Man, I wish I could have showed y'all, but I didn't want to mess up the camera. But man, she got fucking leopard spots on the damn dog with a girl collar, some girl shit, and painted the dog nails pink, and the motherfucking tips of his ear is pink. Like, just trying to turn it into a human, man. Let the dog be a dog, man.
Dogs ain't here for that.
Yeah, they not here for that, bro.
They're here for your
but
service.
It just proved that Esau loves dogs more than he loves Jake, because they are fucking dogs, man. Even Yahweh Shah confirmed that. He said it's not meat to cast the children's bread and to give it to dogs, man. But
Verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
You see that? That's very key, and that's something we all need to pay attention to. Sit not at all with another man's wife. Why?
Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Don't be hugging another man's wife, man. What you need to hug his wife for? You address him, you address the whole house. When you address that man, how you doing, House of Malachi? You addressing everybody without it being no problems, man. That's what's wrong with our people. They always want to bang their brother, literal brother, or they play brother, or a relative's wife, man. Because they feel like they can keep that going on. You know what I'm saying? It's close, it's convenient. You know what I'm saying? This nigga going to work every day, and you going to the nigga house and you popping this girl and leaving. Why you being so secretive about it? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't no man doing that. But go ahead.
And say, and spend not thy money with her at the wine.
You see that? Don't be going half on a bottle with her so y'all can go back to the house and drink because she's stressed out. You like, you want to go grab a bottle? We can talk about it more, sis.
Don't do it.
No, nigga, don't do that. You can't do that. Hey, even if you did that and nothing happened, the Most High still gonna judge your ass.
That's stupid.
Because you knew what you was doing, man, and you knew what could possibly happen.
Yeah, that part.
Most High gonna judge your ass. You better hope he don't clip your ass for real. Go ahead, though.
Right. That's a major key. You knew what could possibly happen. Brothers, they don't deal with it when it's not against the law.
Yeah. You got, here it is, you got all of these women that don't got no man, but you want the one. You over here talking and sitting down and hugging on a nigga's woman that do got a man. That's how you know it's a demonic force. Like, nigga, that don't click in your head like, nah, I ain't doing that.
It's a, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
You see that? Through your desire, you're gonna fall into destruction. He that committed adultery with another man's wife lacketh understanding.
Right.
You lack the understanding that you're gonna be destroyed for that. You think the Most High care because you drunk? Nigga, you knew what it was before y'all start drinking.
Yeah.
You knew what it was. Straight up, that's white people shit. They like that swinging shit. They don't want to be fucking on each other's wife and doing all that. That's what they do, man.
Freaky shit.
Yeah, freaky ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Paying another man to pop his wife. That's Esau, man.
Swinging.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. That's that swinger shit. And that's where the so-called black man got that from white people, especially dealing with Hollywood.
Greeks and the Romans.
Yep, Greeks and the Romans. Hey, let's go to Amos 7 and 17. Because we do know, according to the curses, this was gonna happen. This is the manifestation of the curses that we actually read in the scriptures that Amos witnessed. Amos 7 and 17.
The book of Amos, chapter 7 and verse 17. Yep. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
And this is what we hate. Watching our women, the women of our nation, being harlots in the city, being embarrassing the children and embarrassing the husbands. The men that actually trying to stand upright for the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. You go to a public place and she dressed like a straight harlot, and she throwing that mug at you. And it's like, nah, girl, that's not the way you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? She just like the scriptures say, man. It's a bad representation for the nation. Yeah. Like I said earlier, it's our duty to be in order for a nation, man. Like North Korea. In North Korea, when they had those the situation with those drives, I forgot what those things said when you put them in there. Flash drives. They had the mugs in there, and Kim Jong-un caught wind of it. Bro, he put 2 of them to death, and he sent the other 2 to prison for the rest of their life because they had Squid Games on a flash card and they brought it into North Korea. He's making sure no folly is being done here in this country. And you don't hear about half of the stuff you hear in America and North Korea, or how they put to death all gays. You don't hear about that bullshit that's going on over there. Yeah. Like I said, the East, they got way more morals than the West for sure. But read that again, man. Read that again.
The book of Amos, chapter 7 and verse 17.
Straight out.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord,
Uh-huh.
thy wife shall be an harlot in the city,
Yup.
and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
And that's what we're looking at. The women are harlots, and the men, they falling by the modern day sword, the gun. Getting flipped each and every day. We hearing about a celebrity or a normal brother getting flipped by the modern day sword. And our women being harlots in the streets. Yeah. Huh?
It went off.
Yeah, I need to go put this mother on charger right quick.
What?
How long was that?
Y'all getting it cracked up in the spirit.
Yeah, camp for an hour early.
Y'all got here an hour early.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go put this motherfucker on the charger right quick, man.
Out of here.
For what?